Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the third episode on Bet on Wheels. Yesterday games, Espanyol versus Barcelona. Barcelona securing the win by 2-0. Cruz Azul did the job and won against Club America 1-0. They are one step closer to the final. And what a massive win they gave us with the odd of 2.8. We still have one game pending, which is Suzhou in China. But regardless of the result, we got to end up in the green. For tomorrow games, we have games all over the world. Let's start with Norway. We have Rosenborg versus Haugesund. Rosenborg has come from 11 games without losing and 4 straight wins head-to-head versus these guys. Haugesund comes from more than 7 games without winning and 6 of them were losses. So, what can I say? This is Rosenborg to win. If you feel a little bit more confident, you can also put Rosenborg on a handicap -1. But if you don't want to be as risky, Rosenborg to win. I also have Viking versus Solgenford. And both teams have come with a strong streak. But Viking is just superior. They have in Hungary, we have Kelksmet versus Puskás Akadémia. And there's only 2 games left for the championship to end. And Puskás Akadémia only 3 points behind the first place Ferencváros. And they're going to verse an opponent that hasn't won in the last 11 games. So this is the perfect opportunity for them to apply some pressure. And Puskás have been in a good form too on top of that, with 4 games without losing and 4 straight wins versus these guys. So this is Puskás Akadémia to win. Then we have Lithuania. And this is what I call the steal of the day. Dainava versus Sūduva. And the bookies are currently paying 1.7 for Sūduva to win. And they're currently in first versus the last place Dainava. Sūduva come from 5 games without losing. 4 of them they didn't even concede a goal. And 3 straight wins against Dainava. And poor Dainava, they haven't won a game for the past 16 games. So I'm 100% sure that this is going to be 17 games without winning and Sūduva to win. Moving on to Australia, we have 2 games. Let's start with women's, because ladies first. We have Melbourne Victory versus Central Coast Mariners. And Melbourne has come from 10 straight wins and 15 games without losing. And also 3 straight games without losing on head-to-head versus Central Coast Mariners. Central Coast also has a good streak, but Melbourne Victory are just too strong for Central Coast Mariners. And if I'm not mistaken, this is a final. So Melbourne Victory coming from 10 wins in a row and 15 games without losing, they're going to come super motivated and grab that win. Moving on to the NPL in Australia, we have Olympic Kingsway versus Balcatta. Kingsway comes from a good streak of 5 wins in 7 games. And they're going to verse a fragile Balcatta that has only won 2 of their last 10 games. And on top of that, Kingsway has won 5 straight wins on head-to-head versus these guys. So this is Olympic Kingsway to win. Moving on to Georgia, we have Colquette versus Iberia. And Iberia, man, they come from a super streak of 7 wins in 8 games, securing the first place in the country. And Colquette are struggling to win games, happening only twice in 9. So there's not much to talk about this. This is Iberia to win. Moving on to China, we have Hainu versus Beijing. And Beijing currently in 3rd place versus the second last Hainu. What more can I say? Beijing has come from 5 straight wins and 17 games without losing. Hainu only won once in the last 10 games. And in those 10 games, 6 of them were losses. So this is Beijing to win. The last country that we're going to talk is Japan. In J1 and J2, let's start with J1. We have Kashima Antlers versus Shimizu. And Kashima's been pretty solid, let me say. And on the last 6 games, they had 6 wins. And they are in first place too. And head-to-head, they also done well by having 5 straight wins against these guys, Shimizu. And Shimizu is a mid-table team. And they're acting like it by having a mix of wins, draws, and losses throughout the last 10 games. So I think Kashima is going to win this one. At least they're not going to lose. That's for sure. If you see that the odd is too high and you want to play safe, put a draw no bet, secure a small win, better than lose. We also have Mito Hollyhock versus Kumamoto, and Mito has been improving. I've been following them, and Their last 3 games, they won them, all of them. And head-to-head, they've been pretty solid versus these guys, securing 4 straight wins. Kumamoto are struggling to find their game, with only 2 wins in the last 10 games. So I think Mito Hollyhock are going to continue growing and have another win. Like I said before, if you see that the odds are too high, put a draw no bet, better be safe than sorry. If anything ends up in the draw, you get your money back. That's the games that I have for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Comment and let me know which games you're going to follow. And let's share your greens, let's share your reds, let's build up the bank together. And don't forget to press like and follow the video. And I'll see you on episode 4. See you later, guys.